Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about some people. Before we get into the hot topics, let me finish the story because I knew it was going to happen. Remember the other day I was telling y'all about I have a permanent retainer behind my front two teeth right here, and I told you it felt like it was coming up. I could feel it losing place, and I'm in here the other day. I'm trying to cut back on spending money. And I said, let me go in this kitchen and fix me a sandwich. So I had me a little sandwich, a couple of chips, right? And a glass of water. And I toasted my bread. As soon as I bit into that sandwich, I just felt something sticking up. I said, oh my God. And it was the retainer. It had finally lifted up all the way. And so it was just sticking out. I thought, oh my God. So I could still finish. I was going to finish that sandwich. And I did. So I finished that sandwich and them chips. Okay. And I was like, I'm not going to be able to make it until, this week or whenever I can get to the dentist for them to fix this. So I, of course, like a fool, started to try to pull it out, knowing I cannot pull it out because it's cemented to the back of my teeth. I was like, how am I going to get this out? So I started twisting it because I'm like, I'm gonna break this. So I'm twisting and twisting and twisting. It took a few minutes. It finally broke. So I was like, whatever. So now I just have a retainer on this side, but not this side. Whatever. So I called the dentist on Monday, and I'm like, I need to come in because my retainer is broken. And I told y'all that I was going to tell them to take it off. And I was like, girl, I'm just gonna keep it on. Even though I already have another retainer. I feel like that at this point I just think it's a money grab. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. Because I don't understand the purpose of me having to have a permanent retainer, and I also have a retainer that I wear when I sleep. And my teeth are not that raggedy for me for me to need two retainers, basically. And I thought the charge was gonna be $50 because the first time after I left the dentist, after I got my Invisalign treatment was finished, they put a permanent retainer. It started to lift. I had to go back. They had to fix it. So this is a second time. I would have to go back to fix it because it's starting to lift. Well, this time I just broke it in half. The lady tells me that this visit is not 50, it's $250. Girl, I said, girl. That's exactly what I said. I said, girl. And I said, okay, I was just gonna put it on a credit card. Can you come in tomorrow? That's fine, I can come in tomorrow. And then I thought about it. I said, girl, you're not about to get these people on $250. No, I just told a lie. I said, girl, I don't want to go to the dentist tomorrow. So I called and changed the appointment. And then after the second phone call, I said, girl, that's when I said, girl, to myself. I said, girl, you are not about to give these people, no $250. So I made the decision. I make the executive decision that they're just gonna take this other part off, however much it costs for y'all to remove it. So y'all gotta go in and saw it off or whatever. And girl, that's gonna be the end of it. Because one thing I'm not about to do, the reason why I feel like it's a money grab is because you have placed these permanent retainers behind folks' teeth, or wherever you're placing them at, front, the bottom, whatever, and you are expecting us to continue. We have to continue to come in because that retainer is not going to stay in place. It's going to eventually start to lift. So we have to continue to come in every year, right? It's going to be 50. It was 50 the first visit. Now it's 250. So when I come back the third time, because I will have to come back because it's going to lift again. It's going to be what? 350, 450? Girl, boo. So what you can do is when I call back, girl, and tell them, you know what? Instead of y'all just replacing it, I just want y'all to take this other part off. And girl, we're going to be done. Because I'm not doing it. Because I think I know exactly what the stunt and show y'all trying to pull down at this dentist office. Girl. And I'm not going to be no clown at the circus. Okay? Anyways, I want to get it off my chest. All right. So listen. Let's get into this mess. I know some of y'all don't like Azealia Banks. I go up for Azealia. I do. I do. Now, do Azalea say some stuff where I scratch my head and I'll be like, "Oh no, Azalea, you lost me on that one, right?" But girl, who says something that you agree with everything they say? Nobody, right? So Azalea definitely loses me sometimes. There have been times where I just don't understand and just don't agree with what she's saying. But in this case, I'm going to explain why I think Azalea may be onto something. Azealia Banks reacts to Lizzo wanting to quit music over constant criticism. Let me just say what Lizzo said for Azealia to give her commentary. Lizzo came out and said, "I'm getting tired of putting up with being dragged by everyone in my life and on the internet. All I want is to make music and make people happy and help the world be a little better than how I found it. But I'm starting to feel like the world doesn't want me in it. I'm constantly up against lies being told about me for clout and views, being the butt of the joke every single time because how I look. My character is being picked apart by people who don't know me and disrespecting my name. I didn't sign up for this ish. I quit." Now, Lizzo did come back and clarify that she didn't mean that she was quitting the music industry. I think she basically meant she was quitting paying attention to the comments. Anyways, Azalea decided to come online, and this is what Azalea had to say to Lizzo. Now, before I get into what what Azalea had to say, I have been someone who has defended Lizzo because I really do believe that a lot of the hate that Lizzo gets is unwarranted. I think that a lot of people talk about Lizzo because she makes them uncomfortable because she is a fat black woman who lives her life unapologetically. And I think that makes people kind of squirm because how dare you be a fat person and have the nerve to come out here like you one of the girls when you're supposed to not want to be seen or heard. And Lizzo is going to be seen and she's going to be heard. And I think that makes people uncomfortable, right? So this is what Azealia had to say. "I took back my criticism of you because it definitely clicked in my mind that I definitely wasn't getting my point about the ways in which insidious people and corporate culture were positioning you to push demeaning initiatives. But sis, your handle is Lizzo be eating. You've definitely given the public license to laugh at and with you by twerking at the Burger King counter and bathing in a tub of Skittles." Self-deprecation was certainly the aesthetic you chose to introduce yourself with, so I don't see why you play victim rather than just stop intentionally inviting people to make jokes about that. You're a beautiful girl with a handle on music theory, Grammy Awards, and tons of success. Just change the narrative and go high brow, feel harmonic on these hoes and collab with, I can't pronounce that person's name, Rachu Sakamoto. The reason why I agree with Azalea is because even though I said what I said earlier, and I still stand by it, I think we have to also be fair and say that we know how fat people are treated, right? That's why I'm trying to be skinny because I'm tired of y'all treating me like the fat boy. No, but for real, we know how fat people can be treated, will be treated, right? And I don't think that Lizzo getting online, twerking, or throwing her ass in a circle that gives you the license to be mean and nasty to Lizzo. But the reality is, the world we live in, they're going to treat people who they feel are other. They're going to treat black people badly. They're going to treat LGBTQ. They're going to treat black women, you know what I'm saying? Black men. So we know how this works. But with fat people, we know that people look at fat people in a way of you should not want to be seen nor heard. I think Lizzo when you do bathe in a tub of Skittles, when you do, throw your ass in a circle at the Burger King counter, when your handle on Instagram is Lizzo be eating, and this whole time I was thinking I thought it was Lizzo beating. I don't think that helps, right? It is almost an invitation for people to come in and make fun of the fat woman. So all I'm saying is, I know that Lizzo, I'm, team Lizzo, and I don't think that Lizzo is treated fairly. But we also have to, I feel like we have to also acknowledge that Lizzo, we live in a cruel world. And when you do those things, it is almost like an open invitation for people to come in and poke fun at you. Anyways, that's what I had to say about that. We moving on. Baby, listen to this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Baby, the devil is busy, baby. Misa. We just got done talking about this, and now I get on the internet, and here we go. Christian Combs, Diddy's son, accused of SA and DRUGGING, woman in looming lawsuit. So Christian Combs is reportedly being named in a looming lawsuit accusing the rap star of SAing and D'ing a woman, DRUGGING. The lawsuit against Combs, the son of embattled rap mogul Sean Diddy Combs, has yet to be officially filed, but it's currently in the works, according to attorney Tyrone Blackburn. The identity of Combs' alleged victim has yet to be revealed, and details surrounding the reported lawsuit are sparse. While Combs has yet to address the allegations directly, he recently shared a post on social media that read, "Stop the cap," although he didn't give context to what or whom he was referring to. The rapper who performs under the stage name King Combs has been romantically linked to multiple women during his time in the spotlight. Combs dated his ex-girlfriend Bria Hicks for several years and is currently dating Raven Tracy, who recently got Christian's name tattooed on her body. Oh, girl, so she's a fool. All right. The claims made against Combs have been described as serious and thrust him into a vortex of shocking claims surrounding his father. As Diddy has been hit with several lawsuits in the recent months accusing him of, y'all already know what Diddy been accused of. Blackburn, who has previously represented clients in litigation against celebrities such as T.I. and Tiny, as well as Nicki Minaj and Kenneth, is also the attorney for Rodney Lil Rod Jones, the producer who filed a lawsuit against Sean earlier this year. Last month, Homeland Security conducted raids of Diddy's properties in California and Miami, during which Christian and his elder brother Justin were detained and later released following the investigation. Girl, when Misa was down to the Instagram going off, because she was upset that they had her sons. For those who don't know, Christian is not Misa's biological son. His mother was Kim Porter. She passed away unexpectedly. We still don't know why she passed away. It ain't none of our business, but usually when celebrities pass away, we usually find out what was the cause of death. And so I'm assuming because his mother probably passed away, she's taken on a motherly role. I don't know, but she calls him her son nonetheless. She was going off about the laser guns being pointed at her son's head. And like I said, girl, y'all gonna stop acting like this was a wellness check or a noise complaint and they just rolled up in Tonka trucks. Right, girl, your daddy, your baby daddy, girl, they say he blow up cars. And we don't know what the other people in the home are capable of doing. So that's what that was. I'm sorry. And now you got Christian out here, honey. They say it's possibly still in puss. Misa, baby, you better hope your sons ain't caught in no mess, and y'all better hope this is one of those, because I know y'all like to say everybody be lying. Y'all better hope this is one of those situations where, girl, somebody's lying on Christian. It's not too hard for me to believe that if these men were partying with their father, it's not too hard for me to believe that they was involved in some mess too. It's just not. It's not hard for me to believe that these grown ass men who more than likely party with Diddy. Now, to what level, we don't know. Did he say, sons, go home when it hit 2 o'clock? Or did he say, y'all can stay? Did they see what was going on? Were they involved in the mess? I guess that's the stuff that eventually, I guess, we'll find out. Christian baby girl, baby boy. Mm. Mm. Listen to this. I'm so sick of them. At this point, at this point, we don't even need season 16 to come on with Porsha and Simon, Real Housewives of Atlanta, because we already know the storyline. Simon Guobadia reportedly wants Porsha Williams to turn over all communication with Bravo producers regarding him and their divorce amid her return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, neighbors, this divorce is getting messier by the day. According to Radar Online, Simon Guobadia is requesting that Porsha Williams turn over all the communication she's had with Bravo regarding him and the divorce. In the court documents obtained by Radar, Simon is giving Porsha until April the 4th, okay, to deliver a nice amount of documents amid their nasty divorce. He wants her to turn over a copy of her passport and copies of her payments from hotels and motels from January 2024 until now. He's also requesting she show proof that she actually hired a bodyguard the day she popped up at their house with an armed gunman. Child, he even wants her to turn over all the audio and video she's recorded at their marital home from February 2024 until now. Most shockingly, Simon is requesting Porsha turn over all communications she's had with True Entertainment, the parent company of Bravo. Simon wants anything Porsha has sent them regarding him, their divorce, their prenup, and storylines as she prepares to return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta this upcoming season. Child, at this point, Simon might need his own peach. Thoughts, neighbors? Girl, my thoughts is this is a mess. And girl, this is what happens when you get into a relationship with someone. I mean, it's already bad enough. You can be in a relationship with someone and girl fall out after 10 years and be like, I didn't know who I married. But girl, we definitely know you don't know who you're marrying after 30 days of dating. I don't give a damn how many TV shows we watch. I don't give a damn how many Bachelor shows episodes come on, or Ready for Love, or Love is Blind come on. You don't know nobody after no 30 days. Girl, full stop. And because Porsha wants to live in Portia's world and want to have 55,000 dresses on, you know, girl, 55,000 weddings. Girl, it's just a mess. And now you over here arguing, fussing, and fighting with somebody who they say is a scammer. This season, as much shit as I talk, at least we're gonna have. Like I said, girl, they giving us the storylines already, but at least we're gonna have something to talk about season 16. Hmm. Anyways, girl, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.